Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm back to another video. I hope you are all well. Sorry that there wasn't an upload on, I keep wanting to say Monday night, but Tuesday night. There was just a small malfunction with a couple of the clips for this video, so I had to just quickly try to fix them, and it was a quick fix, but because I was going to the gym, and I'll get into like why I didn't have time, which I normally would, and especially now I could drive, I definitely should have had time. So I just had to quickly sort after the gym, which was after 6, and I just thought I don't really want to rush to get this out at like 7:30, 8 o'clock when people won't be as interested in watching it. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just leave it for Tuesday, get it out at prime time like I normally do at 6 o'clock. So yeah, what had happened, right, obviously today's been the first day of driving in the car by myself, like no Katie, no driving instructor, and I drove to work absolutely fine, and then for some reason on the way home, like I just couldn't get the bite nailed down. So every time I was like changing gear, I would like do, someone at work called it, was it kangarooing, where you just sort of like bouncing sort of when you like trying to find the bite and put on the power on the accelerator and stuff, and it was just like I really got in my own head, and then I had a bit of a calamity. Pulling onto the drive is so much harder than reversing onto the drive, like I'm just gonna say that now. I will always want to just reverse onto the drive, but I do need to practice pulling in the drive just because it'll make it, I want to be able to do it. So I had a bit of a calamity with that, and then yeah, when I got in the house, I was just having like a bit of a breakdown. not like a proper bomb obviously, but like I was just like, oh my god, I've got to drive to the gym, like I'm so nervous. There's a big bank as you go to the gym, and the road's wide, but cars do park on both sides, so it is sometimes hard to judge whether you should go or not. Most of the time it is absolutely fine to go, like it is in like 2 cars, the car coming down, the car going up the bank will fit through, but it's just like I was like, oh, what if I have to stop and I stall and stuff like that. And yeah, I just really got into my own head. So the class for the gym was 5 o'clock, and I ended up leaving for the gym at like 4:25. And it's like a 10-15 minute bike journey, so yeah, to drive there, it's literally not even 5 minutes. So I was just sat in the car park like, oh, that actually wasn't bad, like why was I worried about this? And I got in, and one of my mates who I work with pulled up, because he finishes work at 4:30, he pulled up behind, and he was like, oh, like you alright? And I was like, I just had to come early because I was panicking. I'm not scared to sort of say these things, I think, and a lot of people have said, oh, it's completely normal to sort of feel a little bit sort of not scared, like, and that's the thing, like I'm not scared, it's just a bit more, you are? Nervous, yeah, about actually just driving by myself. I still feel like I can't concentrate on whatever's on the radio either. Like I've tried podcasts and music, and my mind just blanks it because it's still so focused on like actually driving. So, but yeah, in this vlog, obviously this is going to be a double day vlog. I'll show you, I'll see if there's any comments on the previous video, but someone on the Instagram asked, I thought you were getting the Corsa. So I was originally going to get the Corsa. So when we went to the dealership last Saturday, the Saturday before that, sorry, yeah, I'll get the calendar up so I can tell you specific dates. That would have been like the 13th or something, would it? Saturday the 12th, when we went. On the Friday night, my mind was set on a Corsa. I had like narrowed it right down from like the Dukes and all the other cars that I'd looked at, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for the Corsa because they are nice. It's what I learned in, and I was just a bit more like, look, I'm happy just to go for the I was about to say the Duke, but the Corsa. And then I sort of was toying between, obviously I like the old shape Corsa. I'll pop an image of this on screen now of the one that I really like. But the problem is I only like it like that, so as the image shows, it's a 3-door. The problem is obviously that car I would have for 4 years, maybe 3, and obviously me and Katie will probably be looking to have a kid, not within the next year, or like I think the earliest would be the next 2 years. And I don't really want to have a car where it's going to be like a nuisance, to be like, oh, we've got to put the seat in the back and stuff like that. And like I say, I am fussy, I guess, because I don't really like that shape Corsa as a 5-door. And then so I was like, right, so I narrowed it down to, well, it's pretty much got to be the new Corsa, which I honestly didn't really like that much. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm so in love with the old shape 3-door one, and the new 5-door one just isn't the same. I think they've tried to get away from that boy racer vibe personally, and I think that they've tried to make it into a bit more of a family car. It still looks nice, like it's just not for me. I was just a bit like, I'm not, it doesn't, I know if I bought that car, I wouldn't be sitting looking at it and thinking, oh, like, I like love it. I would have just been buying it for the sake of buying it, pretty much. So what I did was I went on the website to like just try and get in, like almost like psych myself up, like, oh, this course is lush, this one's lush, oh, this is the one I want, and maybe even just try to give myself an idea. And obviously when I went on, it was like Vauxhall, and you go to new vehicles, and they were all on there, all the new shapes. So you had the Crosslander, the Crossland X, Crossland X, sorry, the
Grandland X.
What? Grandland X.
Yeah, that's what I drove.
Oh, right. Then you had obviously the Mokka, which I went for, and the Corsa. And then I can't necessarily remember the other ones. I think there was a couple of like the vans, like the Transits and stuff. No, not Transits. Yeah, that's Ford.
Is it
Insignias or something? Yeah.
Astra was another one.
Yeah, the Astra as well, which I did like. I did like the Astra. But I really, like, the Mokka stood out massively, and I was like, wow, that is such a change in shape from the old style, which again, nothing against the car, like if you drive it, I'm not saying like it's horrible or anything. It just that the old shape didn't stand out to me like obviously like the Corsa old shape did. So I seen that and I was like, wow, like I want that. And there was an old one at the dealership. It was, well, I say old, it was, what was it, 20 reg? Or was it 21, wasn't it? So
it was basically, yeah.
It was pretty much like, it was literally a year old. And I was like,
you were all set for that.
That was the, then I did the insurance, and that again, insurance on all the cars were pretty much the same. The only one that was different on was, I did look, once I got like 1.5 and then definitely 2.0, like 2-litre engines, it was like extortionate, especially the 2 litres. The 1.5s were doable, but then the 1s and the 1.2s were definitely the better engines for insurance, obviously, for me. Luckily we went to the dealership. I got asked what my budget was. I knew that the 21 reg Mokka was, I think it was like 330 or 320. And obviously that would get knocked down. I don't know if I explained before, but obviously Katie works within one of the businesses in cars, and I was then able to sort of get the price of the car knocked down quite a bit. So he asked what my budget was, and I said around about 280 to 350 max. And he said, well, he said you might as well just get a new one for that. And then he was like, the only problem is with getting a new one is you would be waiting,
I think he said it was 4 to 12 weeks.
4 to 12 weeks. And I was like, oh. But I just sort of thought, oh, let's just get a new one. At the time, I was like, I'll test drive the Mokka and see if I even like it first. But I wouldn't mind a new one. Anyways, it gets on, and we're like going through the process of ordering one, and then one of the members of the team comes up and says, oh, we've actually got a bit of an upgrade one, but they didn't actually charge any extra for the upgrades, did they?
No.
That they can't use. What was it again,
so
Katie?
Basically every dealership I mean, if anybody works in cars
Yeah.
or like in the motor trade in general, they might know. But every dealership will get a budget of how much they can use for like to have demos.
Yeah.
And they basically had placed their order for their demos a while ago, and then they all arrived weirdly that weekend. Like they literally that week. Sorry, like we went in on the Saturday. And
Yeah,
they'd
the
been
car
arriving-
literally
the
had
cars
5
had
miles
been
on it.
arriving that week at the dealership. Like all of the 22 reg cars as well, not even just the demos. Like the cars that they were going to be handing over.
Yeah.
That was the word. That week. And basically what happened is Vauxhall, they'd ordered them with the correct like specification, because they have certain, they can't get top of the range for a demo, they have to do like the lower end of the range. Something to do with regulations, I don't really know. And she said that the brake horsepower on the one that they'd had delivered for their demo was wrong. It was higher than they're allowed to have, so they weren't allowed to use it as a demo car anymore, and they had to then order a new one to get the demo. So she said it's brand new, it's sitting there, we're going to have to faff on trying to sell it.
Yeah.
So do you just want that one instead of waiting 12 weeks
For a
this
new one.
So you just went with that one.
Yeah,
You went
and
out to see it. And
yeah, I went out to see it. It was all like wrapped up and that, obviously, like the inside.
you did have stickers on the outside.
Yeah,
as
it
well.
did actually. Yeah.
In the, middle pane.
Yeah,
between
and
the-
I was just like, oh, you know what? Like, they've offered us this one. It's not the. It was. I think it's the mid-range. I think there's 3 ranges, and I think it was the mid. I think it's the mid-range one.
It wasn't top range.
No,
but
it
it's
wasn't.
not.
But
There's
like the lower,
they
like
were
there's
supposed
3
to
tiers
get-
essentially, and
yeah,
the
they were
top being
supposed to get
1.
the
I had
lower
2,
one.
and then that's
Yeah.
the one that I was originally going for, was the
and
lower
they were
one.
supposed to have for a demo.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
But they got
they
an
got only
extra.
one by
Yeah.
mistake.
So, yeah, and then like the price just matched up, even with everything added on, like alloy insurance and gap cover and all that sort of stuff added on.
You've got the gap insurance, tyre and alloy.
And then the
breakdown
free
year,
year,
and you've got your service
and your
plan,
service
so you've
plan.
got service
And I
for
think
3
I
years.
think altogether it's like 367. Basically, like let's say 370 max, and I was like, it could have been under 350 if I'd not got everything. But I was like, for the sake of 20 quid, I mean, like, what's 20 quid's like a takeaway? Because like me and Katie obviously do normally get them on the joint account, but sometimes if like I'm more fancy one, I'll say, oh well, I'll just pay for it. And like that's like the takeaway, and I was just like, you know what, like I really love the car. To sort of sit there and sort of be like, oh, like everyone had been saying, oh, for your first car you're meant to get like a rubbish car, and I'm like, why would I want to sort of stress about getting like not a rubbish car, but like a bit of a banger, and worrying about it breaking down on us like so many people get, and it happens to so many people. And I know cars can break down, but I was just like, you know, I'm in a position where I can fortunately afford it, and obviously I've worked hard for it, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna go for it. I was like, you know what, like it might be a mistake. I mean, I doubt it. Like I just don't think it will be, because I really love the car and I know I can afford it and stuff. But it's just like, I was just like, I'm just gonna go for it instead of just getting like, instead of being a bit half-arsed on one of the courses and not liking certain things. Like I say, it's 5-door, it's a bit big, it's a bigger car. Another thing with the Corsa was, as much as the nice, even in me lessons, like I was squeezed into a Corsa. Like it isn't an easy fit. I'm not like, I mean, I'm overweight, but I'm not like massively wide, but it's more like how long my legs are. Like it's, no matter where I would put the steering wheel, no matter how far the seat would go back, my knees would be touching the steering wheel. So once I sat in it, once I test drove the car, I was like, nah, like, there's no way I can't not get this car. So I was like, it just swayed us. Basically I got swayed, and I don't regret it at all. So that was like just a little reason of how I ended up getting the car, why I didn't get the Corsa and all that stuff. It's just because I got asked about it on Instagram, and I don't know, like, if if he's asked that on Instagram, again, like if you have any comments on that, don't be afraid whether you leave them on YouTube, Instagram and stuff like that. I am going to go through my Instagram DMs because it's weird on the type of page I've got set up. It hides a lot of the requests, and I'm sure there's a couple in there, so I'll either go through them in this video or not, because I am aware I've been waffling for 15 minutes now, and this is going to be a double day vlog, so it might be quite long. Nice midweek long vlog for yous. But yeah, I just thought I'd explain that a little bit as to why I got this car and didn't end up going with the Corsa. We are just cracking on the tea now. Obviously I've just got back from the gym, so I'm going to have my chocolate banana, and I'll add some coffee in for my protein shake, and yeah, I will probably pick this back up when tea's ready. Not waffle on for too much longer after then, because obviously, like I say, we're going out tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just gonna get this one up for tomorrow. I might just put it out early tomorrow as well, just in case anyone is off on a Wednesday afternoon, you lucky buggers. But yeah, I will catch yous when tea's done. Right, everyone, tea is ready. The legendary chicken wrapped in Parma ham with potatoes and some green beans. I'm gonna have some Nandos Peronaise, which is strange because we are going to Nandos tomorrow. Not strange, just a bit funny. And I'm not gonna have chicken for my dinner tomorrow now, because I've just realised that would be like chicken. So yeah, gonna have this, and then if I don't pick this back up tonight, I will see yous tomorrow. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is the next day now. It is Wednesday. It is 5:45. Keys should be home in about 10 to 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to quickly go out and move the car off and drive. And then we're going to go to the metro. Going to take you with us, show you what we get, stuff like that. Go through any comments if there is any. End the video. Life's a good one. So yeah, I'm going to quickly move the car now, and I will catch you in a sec. Right, everyone, we are at the metro centre. And as you can tell, I'm in the driver's seat for once. Katie was the passenger. We are going for a Nando's. I will try and show you again what we're having, but last time that we were in Nando's, it did like do this funny shutter thing with the camera, yeah. So if not, I will just take a photo again, or yeah, I will just take photos again, because I was going to say I'll just get little clips, but that's what I would do anyways. But yeah, I felt quite good driving to the metro. I am just going to, when we come out, practice a little bit of parking. I think it's because very much when you learn to drive, it's very strict, your parking, and you have a lot of different points of views, reference points of when to turn your car and stuff. Whereas when you pass, that sort of all just goes out the window, and you essentially relearn how to park again. How to park and
normally, because it's not natural to park how they tell you to.
No, it's like really strict and rigid, isn't it?
You've got to like go all the way past 3 spaces, and then you need to reverse.
The second one
whereas
back,
I'll just angle myself and reverse in.
So I need to learn
you need to just learn how to
like do that.
And that's not just me. I think everybody does that.
No, I don't see many people drive how you get taught, like park how you get parked to taught. Obviously, you learn.
To park.
Yeah, that's the one. Tongue tied, hungry as well, and as well I've got the reversing camera, so it is just getting used to that as well, like, and trusting that more than like the mirrors, which I definitely do trust. I do need to have a bit of a play around with my mirrors, because my mirrors are a bit funny, but I might just do that later. But yeah, we'll catch yous inside. Everyone, we are back from the Metro Centre in Nandos. Nandos, we'll start with the Nandos. That was absolutely unbelievable. Double chicken wrap with halloumi and pineapple in, peri salted chips and spicy rice I got, and yes, it was absolutely incredible. Side of halloumi for me and Katie to share as well. The chili jam was just the absolute goat of Nando's sauces. Katie got butterfly chicken, spicy rice and peri salted chips as well, which looked really nice. I just, to be honest, I was one of those Nando's haters as well. That used to be like, oh, it's overrated. Like when it first came on the scene, I was like, oh, it's just chicken. But yeah, it's so much more than just chicken. And oh, it's just every time now I go, it's just it just doesn't disappoint. So then I was meant to, obviously with my birthday money, I was meant to put it in the bank. Forgot my bank card, completely forgot it. So couldn't do that. Got the because there's just one hole in the walls to put it in, and I was just like, oh wow, great. That's that, forgot. And yeah, that was that. So then we came home. I did try and sort of practice doing a bit parking, like I said. I think the problem with this is I was like expecting just to be able, not to like do the maneuver first time, but like get it in the space first time. But obviously it's like more a case of getting it 75% done, then straightening yourself up and then reversing back in, which I got there in the end. I think again it will just take a bit of practice and time, especially to learn it that way. Drove back, petrol light came on. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun, and it cost us £65 to pretty much fill up the tank, and I was like, oh wow. I kind of like think now, like, I don't blame them for not filling it for us.
Yeah,
because like it's like, when you think it's like nearly an extra £100 or so. So
it would have cost you then though, they would have just charged you.
Yeah, oh yeah, true. So filled the tank, £65, so I can with chest say after this week, and probably after tomorrow to be honest, not be driving to work every day. Like, fair enough, the odd day here and there. I think if I'm in at weekends, like I might drive in as well, just to sort of, because it's the weekend. But Monday through Thursday, thank you Katie, she's doing that really quietly. I wasn't being salty there, actually it was actually quieter than like that's my impression of the blinds there. So yeah, oh, just waiting for payday now, like, to be honest. I'll be honest with you, just absolutely waiting for payday. And I've got my sister's birthday on Friday, and then it's payday on Monday. I'm just like dragging my feet to get to payday. But yeah, and like I said, I didn't even like pay anything for the car out of my own money. For the deposit it was, oh actually no I did, sorry, yeah. And like, but yeah, I'm just absolutely wounded, especially now. That was like my birthday money, which I don't mind, because like I think when you get older, like there's a weird age with birthday money where you kind of want to spend it on like a game or like something like that, but you get older and it's more just like useful to have a bit extra money, especially for the stage me and Katie are at, where we've just moved in.
Sorry.
It's alright.
That's the last noisy one.
Right, yo. But yeah, £65 it costs to fill the tank up. And yeah, so that's that done. Just excited for payday. I think it always makes it worse as well when you get your pay slip. Like, I got my pay slip today and I was like, just have it now. Just fancy transferring it now, lads. That'd be great. But yeah, even for like the gym as well, like I think that there'll be like the odd day where I'll drive there, but I just think with fuel, like obviously I know I've just started driving, but I'm aware of what's going on in the world, and obviously the fuel price is rocketing. Like Katie was saying there, she used to get a full tank in her car for like 35-40 quid, and it's now like 50 quid for her. So hopefully in time it just goes back down to what it was. Obviously I'm not an expert on anything like that, so I wouldn't be too sure. I'm just going to double check for some comments. I think I got one on Instagram. Again, wherever you leave your comments, I will respond. It wasn't on Instagram actually, it was on, or is it on Instagram? Please check your inbox. Shall check it. I'll check it for you live. Hi. It's always just, I have seen your YouTube channel. Oh, I've got one here. Oh, I've got two here on Instagram. This is what I mean, like, so I'll show you actually. I go, that's like my normal inbox. I'll like, and then if you look there, like the requests, and some of them get lost in there. So 4 days ago someone said, missed your videos this week, bro. Oh, thank you very much for that, Chris. Like I say, I just need to like accept them and then put it in my primary, and then I'll give them a good heart, sometimes reply. And then, like, comments like that obviously mean a lot. I have actually missed doing, like, his YouTube. And then someone put, is it true you can't rent the home? Hey, love your YouTube vids, I'm a subscriber. Just seeing your post about the things you can't do with Gleeson Homes. Is it true you can't rent the home? It's for the first 5 years, isn't it? You can't rent it, so...
Did you want bread? Sorry.
Yeah, please, just in another bag.
3 pieces.
Yeah, if that's alright, cheers, doll. Just for my dinner tomorrow, to go with me eggs. But yeah, for the first 5 years, as far as I'm aware, it is for the first 5 years. You can't just, like, rent it out. It's got to be you living in the property. Which kind of makes sense, but... yeah, as far as like, and that's as far as like we're concerned, like obviously we do the help to buy, so it might be different if you have bought the house, like if it's like your own deposit, you put 10% or whatever they ask for down, it might be different then. I will just say that because I'm not too sure. But getting on to the latest video, which was the car. Slick looking wheels, lovely first car, congrats, thank you. Still waiting for my kill day to be built. Roof going on soon, so hopefully not much longer to wait. Yeah, once the roof's on, it's like there's nothing that can hold it up. And to be honest, I don't know where you live. What?
It's when the windows are in.
Oh, the windows, yeah. But like I was gonna say anyway, the weather lately has been absolutely insane, and like you're just looking at it, it's just, oh, it's meant to rain next Tuesday. And Wednesday. No way! Wednesday it says it's gonna snow.
No.
And Thursday and Friday. This is how bipolar it is up north, man. I'm actually gonna show you this right now. That is actually criminal. Right, let's get this to focus up. There we go. Sun, cloudy sun, cloudy sun, cloudy sun, pure sun, cloudy, rain, snow, snow, snow. 3 days of snow after like a week of sunshine. So yeah, once the roof's on and the windows in, as Katie has just said, this camera just does not want to focus. There's not really a lot that can hold it up. Anyway, so did the Gleeson reps come over to sort the taps? No, we have actually had to report that on the portal, I believe it is. Yeah, so a bit of a, like I say, that's like, so that guy that was like, oh, that surely helps when you have a YouTube channel. There we go. We've just reported it in the end. We're not like too sure if it's like the end of the world, but again, like I've always stressed to you guys, just if you have an issue and you're unsure, don't try and cowboy it, don't just wing it. Get some help, report it on the portal, or if like us, you can get someone on site. Get someone on site if they'll come and see you anyway. If you don't mind me asking, not at all. Again, I mention, if anything I mention in the videos, I don't mind answering a question on, unless it's like, oh, you mentioned your pay slip, how much do you get paid a month, like stuff like that's obviously not answering. What happened with the crack in the wall for the spare room? So we just we just filled the wall in ourselves. They said it was they said that it was fine, and that we could just fill that one ourselves. I think they said if it was the width of a pound coin, then they would have to sort of investigate it a bit further, but it wasn't, so we just filled it, and then we've just left it. We haven't painted it because obviously in the summer and that we will be going around decorating some rooms. Not that that room is in any rush to get decorated or anything anyways, but I think that's going to wrap the video up now, guys. I am going to maybe go upstairs or like edit this quickly now, put the clips together. I hope you have enjoyed the last couple of days. Obviously back to normal daily vlogs from tomorrow, so Thursday tomorrow, the food shopping, and the normal crack on a Thursday. Back to the gym tomorrow. I didn't go today because I was just knackered. Back to the gym tomorrow, and then probably take you out and around in the car. Maybe it's a bit on Friday and Saturday, Mother's Day, Sunday. Hopefully go and see Batman this weekend as well. But yeah, I guess we'll just see. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like the videos if you do enjoy it, and I will catch you tomorrow.